Shapes are the most basic element that you can draw in Figma. It is the third group in your toolbar. When we click on the group, you will see rectangle, line, arrow, ellipse, polygon, star and image. First up, we're going to draw a rectangle. When I select a rectangle, there are two ways I can make rectangle. One, I can click anywhere. It's going to create me a shape which has 100 pixels of width and 100 pixels in height, a square. Other way to make a shape, I can press R and click and drag to create shape of any dimension. And if I press Shift and drag, I will create proportional shape. And if I hold my shape and press Alt and hold the shape from any of the angles and drag, you will see it will drag in opposite directions. This is by pressing Alt and dragging the shape. If I want to increase the shape equally within the proportions I have defined, I can press Alt and Shift and then drag. See, it will increase the dimensions from the center going in all directions. Let's delete this shape for simplification so that we can understand more about the properties of each shape that are available to us on the right hand side panel. These properties are common across all the shapes with some minor differences. First up, on the top, you have some key functions that you can apply to the shape. We'll cover them in detail in a moment. What's important for this chapter is that we understand general properties for every shape that's available to us. First is the position. Position properties control alignment, position, and rotation. Let's first try alignment. In order to apply alignment, I need more than one shape. So I'm going to press Alt, press Shift, and drag a duplicate copy. The reason I press Shift so that I can drag the shape in a horizontal line. Since we have two shapes now, let's try the alignment properties. You have horizontal alignment properties and you have vertical alignment properties. And then you have more options to distribute items either vertically or horizontally. Let me align these two shapes horizontally in the center. When I do that, both the shapes will come to one place. Now if you see in the layers, you can see rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Let's just delete rectangle 2. After alignment, you have position. The X position represents the location of the shape within the artboard on X-axis, and Y-axis represent location of the object in the artboard on Y-axis. To make changes to the location, you can simply start typing in the numbers. You can see my shape has moved from 84 pixels to 94 pixels, and I can do the same for Y-axis. Other way to make changes to these inputs is that if you hover any of the inputs, you will see a double-sided arrow. You can click and then drag left and right to manipulate the numbers. Same for Y-axis. After position, we have rotation. Rotation allows you to rotate your object by any angle you prefer. In this case, let's try 45 degrees. You can see my shape has turned 45 degrees. I'm going to press Command or Control Z to go back to my previous position, to go back to my previous rotation, or I can use the same arrow left and right to rotate manually. And then I can also rotate my shape at 90 degrees, flip it horizontally or vertically. And after that, we have layout. Layout controls width and height of your shape, and also you have lock aspect ratio tool. Lock aspect ratio helps us to increase the dimension of a shape proportionally. So let's just enable it. Once it's enabled, it will be blue, and if I increase my width, my height will also increase. Let me uncheck it and see what's the difference. You can see now I'm increasing the width, only width is increasing. After layout, we have appearance properties. Appearance includes your opacity, which means the transparency, and the corner radius. First, let's try transparency. I'm going to increase and decrease the transparency. You can do that. You can see it's increasing from 0 all the way to 100%. After that, we have corner radius. Corner radius defines how curved your shape will be. Let's just add 50 pixels or 45 pixels here. So to see the effect, my shape is now curved. I can control individual corners also by clicking this icon next to it called individual corners. Individual corners allows you to control the corner radius for each corner. First up, in the top left, I'm going to make it 3 pixels. The second one, I'm going to make 100 pixels. Third one, I'm going to make 20 pixels. or 30 pixels. And this one, let's make it 0. So you can see by just manipulating corners, you have a different shape altogether. You can also manipulate corners by hovering on the shape, and you will have access to these handles. These are radius handles to the desired corner I want. Let's undo everything. Select the corner top left and drag it all the way up. Same for the second one and for the fourth one. So that's what corner radius does. You have additional option here called corner smoothing. That means you can make your corners more organic or more geometric. Let's try them out. You can see the difference. So as I go towards the right, it's becoming more organic, and as I go towards the left, it's becoming more geometric. After appearance properties, we have fill property. Fill property is the color that we want to assign to our shape. In the fill properties, you have preview of the color and the code for the color. I'm going to click on the preview to change the color, and it is going to give me access to my color wheel. We'll study colors and how to apply fill in different ways in the upcoming colors chapter. But for now, just know that from here, you can change its color to whatever you desire. After fill, we have stroke. Stroke adds a border to your shape, and we'll cover them in detail in the strokes chapter. After strokes, you have effects. To apply effects, click plus icon here, and then you can choose from 6 of the effects that are available to you on any of the shapes. And finally, we have export. Export means that you can export your shape or any design into your desktop. Simply click plus, and then you can choose the properties and then click export. When you're going to save this shape, let's just cancel it for now. These are basic shape manipulation properties. In the next chapter, we'll go through rest of the shapes: line, arrow, ellipse, polygon, and star, and images.